Hello guys and welcome back to me, Yanu, for another video. Now today's going to be completely different for me. Normally me, Grandpa and Little do gaming and comedy episodes. If you haven't seen them, we've done a short movie which is Yanoween 2. We've done Yanoween 1 before. We do little comedy sketch episodes, but take a look at them and subscribe if possible, okay? But anyway, let's get on with this video because this is completely different. Okay, now I would love to make this video extra short and just go for it really super fast, but if I do that, I'm frightened people are going to put on the comments saying, did you do this, did you do that, did you? I'd rather just say exactly what happened for me, exactly what it changed, and you don't have to ask questions that way. It just makes it super simple, right? Now I've got to roll back to the beginning to show how this worked. Now this video is about, it'll help in a few matters, but mainly it's an allergy, right? Now remember, if it don't help you, don't go, oh my God, it never helped me, blah, 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 blah. If you have a problem and you fix it, always do a video on it, because even if there's, say, 100 people and you help 20 of them, right? And the other 80 are like, oh, this was no good. Well, you've helped 20 people. Who cares? You know, at least you've helped someone, and everybody's bodies are different. So they might react differently. Those other 80 people might have reacted differently. But if people put videos up, those other 80 people might look at another video of someone else and go, oh, that helped me. But them 20 I helped might have looked at those other people's videos and it didn't help them. So, you know, you've got to do a video. Anyway, let's not ramble on. I want to do this the best I can. So let's roll back, right? I'm going back when you're young, right? Let's face it, when you're young, everything goes over your head. You don't see danger, you don't see problems, you just think it's just normal. It's just carried on till later on in life you realise, actually this is real, you know, I've got to do something. And for me it was kind of by chance. I didn't sort of plan it, it just happened. Have you heard of a bad situation? A good thing happens from a bad situation. That's kind of what happened to me. Well, going back, as I say, when I was at school, I mean, when you're younger, you know, you have sweets, you have pop, you have whatever, right? Well, usually you do. That's what happens. And as I remember back then, I had acne, right? But again, you just think it's just nature. Some people get it, some people don't, right? Okay, it might affect some, but it affected me. And I used to get things like Clearasil, only so much of it, but it used to make my face really red raw, you know, and painful. And again, young, you don't think much of it. Roll on, other than that, and my teeth problems, I had a lot of problems with my teeth, with pains and things. Again, if I look at it from my perspective now, back then, I'd say, hang on a minute, you know, I'm not thinking that at the time, but now I'd be saying, well, hold on, let's work this out. You know, acne and teeth problems, and you're eating sugar and pop, okay, but yeah, let's roll on. So anyway, other than that, roll on to 2000, right? The year 2000, 2001 or 2002, it was around that time when I noticed something new. That was an allergy, right? I've never had allergies. I wasn't born with them or anything. I just had this allergy. And when I say allergy, I meant like just a sneezing and waking up in the morning, very snotty nose, you know, you're just like blowing your nose and loads are coming out. And I'd have a lot of good days, but on the odd bad day, it would be bad. You know, you'd be like, wake up, you're blowing your nose. If you start sneezing and sniffling, that's it, you've had it. The rest of the day, you're just like, all the time, just sniffling, sneezing, and you feel like rubbish. And the next morning, it will go. Usually within a day, it'll go. If I'm unlucky, it will keep going, but usually a day, the next day morning, I'll wake up, but it's like you're dried out and you're knackered. You're just absolutely drained from the day before. You just can't stand it. Now, I went to the doctor and they gave me these, the tablets for allergies, right? To be fair, didn't do bugger all, okay, but again, you just think, oh, well, that's just nature. That's just what I've just got some pollen allergy. But the strange thing about it was happening randomly. It wasn't happening when it was sunny. It was happening when it was snowing. It was happening when it was raining. It was happening when it was sunny. It was just happening random times. So I couldn't really work it out. But again, it was things were just going over my head. I was so busy with other stuff that I didn't really take much notice. And I just carried on as normal, right? But I suffered for it. So I wasn't fixing the problem. I wasn't opening my eyes and thinking I need to do something. I just kept going, thinking that's nature. I was wrong. I was absolutely wrong. Okay? And if I could go back in time, if I had a time machine, I would go back and I'd correct it. That's what I'd do. But it's always, I don't like it when it's too late. So I'm trying to help people to try to fix it straight away. Anyway, so I live with this, like, here we are, 2020 now, right? And I've lived with this, like, 20 years of this allergy, right? It was only till last year, 2019, that something different happened to me that led me to kind of help me in another way. And before, sorry, I've missed something. Before that, sort of roll back 4 years before that, when I was having teeth problems, the last time I see him, the dentist, he said to me, like, how's your health? And I thought, well, I think I'm all right. You know, I don't drink, I don't smoke. I did stop the pop and that a while ago, so I was cutting down, but I still had the old sweeties, you know what I mean? And that was naughty. And what happened was, as time went on, he said to me at that point, like, what do you have? And I said, well, all I have is a bit of juice, like the squash, in my water. That's all I have now. But I didn't actually say about the sweeties, which was wrong. But anyway, he said, like, water. And I was like, what, just water? Yeah, just water. So literally, since that day, 4 years ago, all I've had is just water. Now, I quit alcohol back in 96. So that was out of the equation. I don't smoke, right? So I didn't smoke, I didn't thing for 20 odd years, but I did stop the pop for quite a few years. And then at that point, I stopped everything and went to water, right? That's literally all I drink is water now. I don't have anything, no pop, no squash, just water. And at the time I thought, oh my God, I'm gonna hate this, but I didn't. It went on and I was fine. Within a week, I adapted to it, and now I couldn't imagine having squash in my water because it just feels too sweet. So I've got used to that. Now, doing that from that year, like 2016 to now, you know, I don't have the teeth problems the way I did. You know, I was always having them regularly. Now I don't. So that had helped. But I also realised that going forward now to 2019, as I say, I got my first red bloodshot eye. Now, I don't know why. I don't know why this happened, but I got it. So I waited for it to go, and it went, and I thought, okay, that's fine, it's gone. I don't know what it was, but carry on. Then 3 months later, I got it again. So I went to a health shop and I talked to them about things, and they said, look, if you get it again, I would suggest you go to an optician's. So I thought, oh, I don't really want to do that. You know, I want to fix this. So what I did, I went on the internet, on YouTube, and I found Dr. Eric Berg, I think his name is. And he mentioned on one of his videos about bloodshot eyes, the different signs of your body through your eyes. And one of them was the bloodshot eye. And it said, cut out things like the breads, you know, the sugars, the breads, the pastas, and take brewer's yeast. So I thought, well, what if I don't want to go to opticians? If I want to sort this out, I need to figure out if this is going to come back. So what I did, I bought brewer's yeast from this health shop, and I also cut out the bread. I just went, that's it, no bread. And I realised at that point that when it said the breads, because I'm thinking of sweets and pop and stuff like that, But the bread I've been having all my life, even young, I loved bread, you know, jam on bread or cheese sandwiches. I was eating loads of bread, even up till now. For a long period, I was eating bread, right? So I thought, well, what have I got to lose, yeah? But I wasn't thinking of my allergy at the time. I was just thinking of this bloodshot eye. So anyway, I stopped the bread. I stopped the sweets. You know, I just basically cut everything out. And as time went on, the bloodshot eye went. I was eating the brewer's yeast. And as time went on, I was like waiting for the months to pass, thinking, am I going to get past 3 more months before my bloodshot eye comes back? And I did. It went 4, 5, 6, and it went on. But there was one thing I never really looked at, was my allergy. Now, what I did do in the past to try to cure the allergy was I tried, as I say, the tablets from the doctors. I had these, you know, them squirty things up your nose. I've had them. I had this cream, balm stuff, really expensive from the health shop, right? I had it one day, stuck it under my nose like this bloody like cream stuff under my nose, and all I kept doing was sneezing. It didn't do a damn thing for me. So I thought, well, this is useless, you know, nothing's working. But when I stopped the bread, when I stopped the sweets, I noticed not only my bloodshot eye went, but my allergy went with it. I totally forgot about the allergy because I was so wrapped up in my bloodshot eye that I started to think, hang on a minute, the bread seems to have cured my allergy. So by looking into my bloodshot eye, I looked into Dr. Berg's video, which led me to stop the bread, which actually helped not only my bloodshot eye, but my allergy. You know, I even had an air purifier. I got an air purifier. I forgot to say that. I don't know if I did say that, but an air purifier to help. Yeah, don't even use it. I haven't even needed to use an air purifier. It's non-existent at the moment. I haven't even had my allergy with it off. And I was using it using electricity. Go figure. Now, if you take a look at my other videos, my comedy episodes, you'll notice in a lot of my videos in the past, I'm sniffing a lot. You know, I'll be like, every now and again through the video, I'm like, oh yeah, and you know, and it's just a pain doing a video, especially. But the point is, the point I'm making to you now is fix the problem. You know, I do believe Dr. Berg said that when people say their problems are on the outside, whether it's dry skin, you know, dandruff, pains, you know, you just hide them. You kind of like overlook them and go, well, it's just nature, and you carry on. You just in a rush, everything's like a steam train, you know, you're just carrying on life and you're just ignoring it. But don't ignore it. Don't ignore the signs. If you've got pains, if you're bloated, if you've got dandruff, if you've got an allergy, if you've got a bloodshot eye, whatever you got, look into it. And if one video don't fix it, look for another. Just keep trying, because if you don't, you're only covering up. It's like a mask. You're just covering it up, you know. Oh, look, I've got, you know, like if I'd have known what I know now and gone back in the time machine, I could have said, you know what, I might not have had acne because I would have stopped with the sweets and the bread. I wouldn't have had my allergy later because I'd have stopped the bread and the sweets, more than likely. But there's all these things that lead to other things. And so if you've got a problem with it, as I say, if you've got joint pain, you try to hide it with things like tablets and this and that and creams and God knows what. But the root cause, I believe, I mean, I've seen several doctors say, it's not just Dr. Berg, I've seen other doctors mention, you know, as I say, with the dandruff, you know, people always look for the outside treatment, you know, oh, I'm going to fix it by putting cream on my head, or I'm going to fix it by this and that. But the reality is you're just paying into something. You're paying, I almost feel like they don't want to fix you. They don't want to fix your problem because it's money, isn't it, at the end of the day? All you're doing is you're paying for a product to cover up, almost like putting a mask on, yeah, to cover up the problem. You're just putting a mask on, but the problem's still there. It's like my allergy, right? If I hadn't sorted that out, I could just take tablets, I could stuff things up my nose, I could keep blowing my nose, I could put cream under my nose, I could do so many things. But the reality is, the problem isn't fixing the problem, it's just hiding it, you know? And that's true for me. It didn't fix the problem in all these years. The only thing that fixed it was inside you. You know, this is what Dr. Berg says and the other doctors. It's not on the outside, it's the inside that comes out of you. So if you're doing the wrong things, if you're drinking, whatever it is, whether you're smoking, drinking alcohol, pop, sweets, it doesn't matter what it is, it's all sugar. It's all got sugar in. Not the cigarettes, but I'm just giving you an example. The other things, everything has got sugar in, right? And certain foods can flare inside you. You've got these bacteria and stuff, and if it doesn't agree with you and it's inside you, it comes out of you. That's why I never had it when I was young, but it came out later in life. Maybe I just had too much of it, and it was just getting too much, and my body was just becoming sort of inflamed with it. I don't know how you put it, I'm not a doctor, but I'm just saying the reality is, the reason why I'm telling you this is what helped me to fix my problem, and I hope it can help someone out there, even if it's 10 people. You know, it's a pain in the butt trying to get rid of an allergy you can't get rid of, or acne, or pains, or whatever. And if you could figure out what the cause is, if you can just cut things out and fix it for good without having to keep putting creams, buying chemicals, because as I say, these people make money off you. Because I almost feel like if someone had come up to me and said, look, this is the problem. It's your bread, it's your sweets, it's this, it's that. Don't buy the creams. It's all just a money making scheme, right? Try it. Just try it. If I'm wrong, I'm wrong. But give it a go, mate. And if I'd have tried it, I'd have gone, bloody hell, you're right. I'd have paid all that money for nothing, and I'd have kept paying it for the rest of my life. But the problem is still there. I'm just trying to hide it. And I can't hide it because I'm just keep sneezing and sniffling and losing teeth and whatever else. You know? So that's why I say, I hope this helps someone. I hope you realise that do not pay money to people that just want to say, here, I'll take my cream, that'll help you out, and you're just rubbing it in your head or under your nose or wherever it is, and you're like, well, this ain't helping. But they're like, yeah, you've got to keep buying it, you see, you've got to keep it up, because if you don't, you know, if you don't do that, you're never going to get fixed. But the point is, they're making money off you. They're going to say that. Why the hell are they selling cigarettes still? Cigarettes don't do bugger all for you. I remember being taught at school that they damage your lungs and God knows what, right? But people do it. They still sell it. They know it's bad for you. They even put on the packets, can cause cancer, smoking can kill. But they still sell it. You know, this coronavirus is out there and they tell you, oh no, it's bad, you've got to stay in blah, blah, blah. Well, why ain't they saying about cigarettes? I think we should just ban cigarettes because this is killing people. I've even put on the packet that it can kill you and it's causing cancer. But don't worry, just keep having it so we can try and fix your problem. Like I say, the problem, you need to, prevention is better than cure. Don't get your body into such a bad state that you've got to find a cure for it. Prevent it. Just don't do it in the first place. That's what I should have bloody done. I should have listened to that Dr. Berg or whatever in the past. If I'd have found him years ago, it would have been done and I wouldn't have had this allergy. And I've been fine since. So I hope to God it can help someone out there, and you do that. Fix your problem before it gets bad. Don't be another statistic. Don't be someone who leaves it to the last minute, because I tell you what they always say, when they leave it to the last minute and it's too late, because as I say, they're trying to find a cure because they didn't prevent it, what's going to happen? They always use the same words. I wish I'd done something years ago. But it's no good wishing. You know, you're not going to get a genie come out of a bottle and say, okay, mate, I'll take you back and help you out. It's not going to, it doesn't work that way. It's up to you. You're the person that matters the most. You're the person that is in control of your own body. No one else can help you but you. Just like me, I had to help myself. I had to find the answer. And it was just a bit of luck really, but I found it. So anyway, guys, take a look at my videos. Like I say, it's more upbeat in this coronavirus and everything. Just a bit of fun, you know, the gaming ones. Click the subscribe, click the thumb up button if possible. And I pray to God it helps you or someone out there just to fix what is going on, whether it's allergies or something else. Please, please, God, don't be a statistic and sit there just moaning and not fixing the problem and just hiding and just bury your head in the sand and go, oh, do you know what, it will go. It won't. You can try running from it, but it's always with you. Your body, you can't run from yourself. Do you know what I mean? It's in you. You can't keep outrunning it. The only thing you can do is face it face to face with yourself. Look in the mirror and say, I've got to do this. I've got to fix it because I don't feel right. I don't feel, I'm in pain, I'm this, I'm that. I need to fix it now. Wake up, look in the mirror and say to yourself, I can't outrun myself because I'm always with me. Anyway, guys, remember, if you're happy gaming, you know, and you want to see me again, click the subscribe button and remember my name, Yanu. That's who. See you later, guys.